Hey gang, this is Foucault. Let me tell you, I am real excited about today's video because this is a cause that's very close to my heart. This video is about how to play against, take advantage of, and all around pwn the short stackers, particularly the professional short stackers who play in, really, I've seen them at all stakes on Full Tilt and on PokerStars. Um, Let me say, I know some people seem to think that for those of you who don't know, first off, short stacking is buying in for the minimum at the table. So most tables have a 20 big blind buy-in minimum. So I'm talking about people who are buying in for 20 big blinds or less. And the people who really infuriate me are the people, and a great example of this is this guy Matati, who they buy in for the minimum and they play and they just do everything they can to get all in pre-flop, and then if they ever double up they just quit and leave the table rather than having to play with like 30 or 40 big blinds in front of them, and they go and join other tables. And um, a lot of people consider it like unethical or something. I don't think it's that. I mean, it's perfectly within the rules. It's a legitimate thing to do. And if they make money doing it and they feel like they make more money doing that than they do playing proper poker, more power to them, I guess. But I do feel like it's the kind of thing that it hurts games. I mean, it breaks up games when there's too many short stackers there. A lot of the weaker players don't like playing with them, and even a lot of regulars don't like playing with them. And usually, if it gets to that point where there's like two or three or more than that short stacks at a table, the game will break up pretty quickly. So it does kind of break tables and ruin games. And I also feel like to the extent that the short stackers are winning money, it's usually as a result of taking advantage of better players at the table who, in order to play well against each other, aren't adjusting their ranges properly against the short stack. So what I mean by that is, in this case, you can see this first hand. There's two short stacks in the blinds, but let's say Grown, or not, he's a bad example. Let's say Paulus Russ here, who's also a regular. He wants to, he is raising some hands here, and there's a range of hands that he wants to play here on his cutoff, against, maybe keeping in mind that I'm in the button with a big stack and that sort of thing. He's got to change the range of hands that he's playing now because these short stacks are here. And similarly, I've got to change the range of hands that I'm going to call Paulus's raise with. So I can't call with as many hands for fear that Mike Tyson or Matati is going to shove all in over a raise and a call, and I'm going to have to fold my hand. So again, I mean, I guess they're within their rights to play the way that they want to play, but it makes it more difficult for me to play my button against Paulus. I'd like to be able to call here maybe with 8-7 suited when he raises his cutoff, but I feel like maybe I can't do that with two short stackers here who are going to shove over the raise and the call pretty frequently. So it makes it harder. It reduces my win rate against at the table because I either have to play in a way that I don't consider optimal against Paulus because these two people are behind me, or if I try to ignore them and play the way that I would like to against Paulus, then these two guys are going to take advantage of the fact that I'm playing my stack my way. So I like to talk about what you can do to make the table less pleasant for the short stackers, because while they're within their rights to play how they want to play and play a short stack, I'm certainly well within my rights to try to take advantage of the short stacks as much as I can, and also to encourage them to leave the tables, not come to my tables, that sort of thing.